Balance the redox equation in acidic and basic medium. Cr2O7 2 minus plus SO3 2 minus giving Cr3 plus SO4 2 minus. First let us divide it into the two half reactions. Let us take the equation or make an equation with chromium on both sides. So Cr2O7 2 minus giving on the right hand side you have Cr3 plus. So that is the first half reaction, half equation. Next one is SO3 2 minus giving SO4 2 minus. We have chosen these entities because they are changing their oxidation states. From here to here, there is a change in oxidation state. Here also, sulfur is changing its oxidation state. So that is why we have chosen them as half reactions. Now let us first balance this half reaction. Here we can see on the left hand side we have two chromiums, Cr2, two chromium atoms. Right hand side there is only one chromium atom. I'll just rewrite this equation Cr2O7 2 minus giving Cr3 plus. So let us make this also 2. So we will put a 2 here. Now it is 2 Cr3 plus. Now oxygen atoms. Here we have 7 oxygen atoms. And here we have to add 7 oxygen atoms. For that we will add 7 molecules of water. With 7 molecules of water we have added 7 oxygen atoms. And we have added 14 hydrogen atoms, 7 into 2. So here we have to, on the left hand side, we have to add 14 H plus ions. That is how we add hydrogens. And for adding oxygens, we add water molecules, an equal number of water molecules as there are oxygen atoms. Okay, so all the atoms are balanced now. Now we have to see the charges. Here we can see 14 plus, that means plus 14, and here minus 2. Plus 14 and minus 2, resultant is plus 12. What about on the right hand side? We have 2 Cr3 plus. So 2 into 3 plus. That is 6 plus charge on the whole of right hand side. Water molecule, there is no charge. So 6 plus. So what is the difference between plus 12 and plus 6? That is 12 minus 6 will give us 6. So that many electrons we have add to the more positive side. So this is the more positive side because here it is plus 12 was the resultant. So we will add 6 electrons here. Now that equation is balanced. If we look at the charges, we can see here it is plus 14, minus 6 and minus 2, minus 8. Minus 8 and plus 14 will give us plus 6. So overall charge on the left hand side is plus 6. What about the right hand side? 2 into plus 3, that is also plus 6. So that is how we have balanced the charges. Now let us take the next equation, that is SO3 2 minus giving SO4 2 minus. Here sulfur atoms are balanced, one on each side. But the number of oxygen atoms on the right hand side is 4 and here you have only 3. So we will add 1 molecule of water. We needed 1 oxygen, so we added 1 molecule of water. Now there are 2 hydrogen atoms on the left hand side and on the right hand side there are no hydrogen atoms. So we can add 2 H plus ions. That is how we add hydrogens. So now atoms are balanced. Let us look at the charges. Left hand side we have minus 2 charge. Overall minus 2 only. And on the right hand side, we have -2 and +2. So here the charge is 0, whereas here it is -2. So to make this side also the same as -2, we can add 2 electrons, that too to the more positive side. This is more positive because this is 0. -2 and +2 is giving us 0, and this is -2. So make this side also -2. We add 2 electrons. Now both equations are ready. But we can see that here we have 6 electrons, whereas here there are only 2 electrons. We need to make the number of electrons the same so that we can cancel them out. Because in the final balanced equation, you won't see any electrons. So to make the number of electrons the same, 2 and 6, the LCM is 6. So let us make this also equal to 6. For that we can multiply it by 3. So we will write it here, 3H2O plus 3SO3 2 minus, giving 3SO4 2 minus plus 6H plus 6 electrons. Now we can combine these two equations. Let us cancel out these 6 electrons from both sides. Now we have 3H2O on the left hand side and 7H2O on the right hand side. So we can cut this or remove this and make this equal to 4, because the difference between 4 and 3 is, 7 and 3 is 4. Now 14H plus on the left hand side and 6H plus on the right hand side. So we will cut this, and 14 minus 6 is 8, 8H plus. Now we will write the equation, Cr2O7 2 minus plus 3SO3 2 minus plus 8H plus, giving 2 Cr3 plus 3 SO4 2 minus plus 4H2O. So this is our balanced equation for acid medium or an acidic medium. Because we can see there are H plus ions in here. But in a basic medium, you don't see these H plus ions. So what we need to do is we have to add an equal number of, here there are 8 H plus ions. So 8 OH minus ions we need to add to this. So that is how we get our equation or balanced equation for the basic medium. So 8 OH minus we are going to add to this. So left hand side we are adding 8 OH minus. So we will add 8 OH minus to the right hand side also. And in the final basic medium equation we will get Cr2O7 2 minus plus 3SO3 2 minus. Here 8H plus and 8OH minus will give us 8H2O. We will get 8H2O water molecules. But here we can see on the right hand side there are 4 water molecules. So we can subtract this 4 from 8 and we will write 4H2O here. and proceed to Cr3 plus 3 SO4 2 minus plus this H2O is gone from here because we have subtracted it from the 8 H2O and wrote 4 H2O here. This we have to write 8 OH minus. So this is the balanced equation for basic medium. So first we divide the equation into two half reactions and then we balance each of them. First, atoms other than oxygen, then go for oxygen by adding water molecules. We balance oxygens by adding water molecules, then balance hydrogens by adding H plus ions, and then we go for the charges, balance the charges by adding electrons, and then we make the number of electrons the same in both equations and then cancel out the electrons and combine the equation, and then we will get the balanced equation for the acidic medium. Then if there are H plus ions there, we add an equal number of OH minus ions to it, and thus we will get the balanced equation for the basic medium. Hope it is clear.